Looky. What y'all see? Ecotec Turbo ZZP Cobalt. Man, this cat, he tough. This motor was sitting right here in the floor. Car was sitting over here. And he said he don't know nothing about doing this stuff. But this sucker's running. For somebody that don't know what he's doing, it is running. Built motor. Of course, you can see head studs in it. A bigger turbo. The motor is supposed to turn some good power. Of course, it is a front wheel drive, but it is Chevrolet. So what we doing now is got HP tuner hooked up to it, trying to verify that we have the right map sensor in it. On the scanner, it's saying 2-bar, and on the map sensor itself, it's supposed to be a 3-bar. And we're not getting any motion. Can't see that the map is even working. So, and it's going in limp mode. So we're just trying to look to see what we got as far as the map sensor working or not. I didn't even know that they made these things in turbo. So I was, learning. It should boogie. That's for sure. It should boogie. 4-cylinder turbo. A lot of torque steer probably. Turbo Cobalt SS. I like these seats. Oh, and it is a manual. Short throw shifter. Now, he's been thrashing at this thing. And I give it to him because, man, I would have been, like I said, whenever he was like, man, I'm going to put this motor in here. I said, man, I don't know nothing about this stuff. Hey, he made it happen. Look at this. 3-bar. Bosch. Fuel pump. $5 stuff right here, guys. This motor had never been started until he got it all put together. It was built, and I mean, it's our hats off to him, man, because there's a whole lot going on underneath this little engine bay right here. And then not only that, the body control module didn't work, so he had to do some searching and finding and all kind of stuff to get the body control module to recognize that there's a key in the ignition that this thing will start. Now, how in the world do you come about that to even find it, to know? That internet, man, is something else. Let me tell you. This to me is brain surgeon work. Even though it's the same technique, I guess you'd say, but it to me is brain surgeon work. The wheels does turn. You still got I think he said you got to bleed the clutch and go from there. But for the most part, man, it went from sitting in the floor. Now it's in the car, and he said he didn't know nothing about working on this kind of stuff. I don't know, man. I don't know. That's what, I don't know. He says that. It says that. I don't think a novice can do this. I don't think a novice can do it. But he got it jumping, man. Got it fired up with kill. There it is. Y'all hear it? Y'all hear it? Got a wheel spinning over here. We gotta bleed the clutch. Get that figured out. But listen to this thing, and you can literally hear the turbo out the exhaust. And if you look, I don't get too close. There's the turbo down in there. She's ready to get it. She's ready to get it. Battery thing off on it now. All right, plug it back up. ZZP. Look at all this digital readout. Air fuel ratio right now is saying 14.7, but it's saying service airbag, PSI. Oh, it's definitely not a big man's car. Then traction control. It says low traction. It says low traction.
You hit brake. You hit clutch.
Clutch. $149 on the temp, $150.
Right off on that.
Uh-oh. I got it out of gear.
That motherfucker ain't out of here for some
Showing is moving. We're not in gear. Should be in neutral. I'll put it in first. Second. Hey! Alright. What we're experiencing here is no communication to the map sensor. None. I'm not seeing any reading to the map sensor. So, in turn, my theory, I'm thinking here, I could be wrong, is what's putting it in limp mode. Because it will not allow it to do anything. You can give it gas and such, but that's about all you can do. That's a new map sensor, so possibly got a broke wire somewhere. He's found a couple in the harness before, didn't you, Dot?
Yes.
So chances it could be a broke wire somewhere. This is a 09, all right?
Yes, 09.
So, and the motor wasn't in it when he started this adventure. Somebody else took the motor out, so there's no telling what could.
No, the motor's never been put in a car before.
Well, I'm talking about from factory.
Oh yeah.
This motor was never in the car. So, and not only that, we're talking, he had to put bolt the transmission to the engine too. So, babe. For a novice that's never done this before, I think he's pulling our chain. I think he's pulling our chain.
It's my first Chevrolet too, by the way.
First Chevrolet. He's usually Dodge, man. Right?
Yes, sir.
Dodge. So he embarked on a task for his first Chevrolet, man. Let me tell you. A turbo setup, manual, and then aftermarket, all these goodies. The whole block is aftermarket. Am I right?
Yes.
Ain't it? So he embarked on a task, and it, excuse me, and the biggest part of it is getting it running. I come over here one night, man. We went through some things, and I'm like, man, I don't know. And then by the time I got home, he sent me a video of it running. I said, come on now. He's a novice. Yeah, right. Yeah, right. But we thought we wasn't getting power to certain things, which we wasn't. Come to find out, it was the body control module throwing things off. But we did hear the blow off valve over there doing its thing. We're not seeing any boost, but we're in limp mode. You know, again, our map sensor is not communicating to the ECM. We have no ECM, and that's a code too. The ECM, it's a code showing the map sensor and showing, what was it, the fuel pressure regulator or something? So, you know, could be a wiring issue with both of those. You know, it was just, now I feel like I had to grab this wire, find out where it is over here on the ECM, these three wires here, find out where they are over on the ECM and run a continuity test. to make sure there ain't no break in the wire. And then possibly the same thing with the fuel pressure. Is that it right here, this one? Or is it somewhere else? The fuel that they're talking about?
No, the fuel pressure is right here.
Oh, okay. And you got a different, that's a different one there, right?
That's out of a 2.2 engine.
What about that one there?
That I don't know what that is.
It looks like, nope, it's not. Okay, never mind.
I think it's for an air conditioner.
Okay.
It plugs up to that plug down there.
I thought that was something to do with some fuel pressure. I don't. It's a big sunbuck, that's for sure. But look at this, man. He's embarked on something that I wasn't had a clue to do. But I guess it's just like anything else, man. I mean, it runs just like everything else does. But we did have the blow-off valve working. But that limp mode is throwing some things off. I feel like the limp mode is causing some issues. And with the limp mode, can't really get it to do what we need it to do. Is the limp mode caused by this? Is the limp mode caused by that fuel pressure regulator thing? Is it the limp mode? It says the engine reduced power, and whenever you get started up, but you know, are those the reasons why this is caused by it, or is it something else? But nonetheless, these are not reading. That's not reading. That's not reading. And there's no way that you can cross the wires. So we tried the factory just to see if we can get a reading. The factory map sensor, nothing. Looked at the settings in the computer for this map sensor, and they're right. They are right. And communication. The only thing. And chances are 5-volt reference, just like most of all the other stuff. And to find out what it is, there's got to be a way to test that wire. And the only way I know to test it is to run a continuity test to find out which one it is over here. There's 3 of them here. And then find out where those 3 are over here. Run a continuity tester. Excuse me. Different on the fuel because we have... The fuel has 3 also. Okay. It has 3 also. So,